Hi, everybody. It's Carrie for Eyes to See. Turning on the camera and talking to you. Haven't planned out a whole lot. Today is my 12-year birthday, and I call it a birthday because I was born again the first day I did urine therapy, and it's been 12 years of doing it every day and healing a little bit more every single one of those days. Yeah, I want to first give a big shout out to my grandsons. I've got a couple of them, three of them in Colombia, a different country. So I want Calvin. I love you, grandsons. Calvin is a very special. We're all special, of course, but for me, on my birthday, he was 6 months old, and I can keep track of my own birthday. He turns my year 6 months before I do, right? Okay, so then I can keep track of how long I've been on YouTube, because I did not start my YouTube until 6 months after I'd started urine therapy. I had tried so many things, so many modalities, so many different ways of, it was Morgellons mostly I was dealing with back then. And, and the cancer, I didn't even have awareness of the PTSD yet. But, and the urine therapy was showing so many positive, day by day, better healing results for so many things. I said, oh, I'm going to have to start a YouTube channel and share it. But mostly my YouTube channel has been for me, you guys. You have been there so much for me that I don't, if I talk about it a little too much, I'll get emotional, because I'm very, very grateful to you for showing up and showing up and doing what it takes to get information to people. So this year, 2020, my 12th year of urine therapy, I want to show up for you guys and show up for me, because YouTube, talking to you over the years, the 11 and a half years I've been on YouTube now, have been so, the aspect of just talking to you and having you as a person I can talk to and trust, right, has been very beneficial for me. I've listed 20 habits in 2020 that I want to do, and I want to share with you the progression of habits, because the cancer battle is a big one of why I do my urine therapy. Malignant melanoma is nothing to mess with, and they're not fooling you with that one, guys. I'm not saying they're fooling you with anything, actually, but with the way that we are programmed and indoctrinated into our systems of thought, cancer is a little tricky. and I've learned a whole lot about it. It's kind of an individual thing, in that if you're wanting to conquer cancer, you have to do a complete overhaul of your whole life. So it's not just urine therapy. The other 20, I have 20 habits, a list of them, you guys. I made a list. The 20 habits, I call them Havits, like you've got to have it. I got that from a typo in the Manav Mutra. He always typed it when he was expressing habits, he would type it Havits. And I thought, wow, that's really what it is. It's a habit. You got to have it. And maybe it's a good habit or it's a bad habit, right? Well, so I made a list of 20 habits that I want to maintain daily and keep up with, right? I also have a list of 20 things that normally people have as habits that I I like to consciously do without or do very little of. You know, things like on this list, it's things like television, mainstream news, alcoholic beverages, and a lot of them I've given up for years. You know, I haven't even thought about them really. Or being around people who do have these habits, um, driving, meat, social media, coffee or tea, yoga, meditation. Now, you might think, well, those are good habits, and some of these are, but they're not. But we want to do them. Less is more, right? Even with exercise, exercise is on here. Formal church, medicine, smoking. A lot of these are things that I don't normally do, but it's people have these as habits in their life to keep them feeling balanced and normal, right? So, now the list of my 2020 and 2020, I'm thinking by the end of this 12th year, 2020, my thinking is that if I were to really be diligent about these 20 habits I haven't listed those off for you yet. And I will go through and make films or, videos for you as I'm doing them so that we can talk. And because a lot of them will take a good maybe half hour or more to talk about, right? Any of these you can do as instead or as with urine therapy. You can do these and it will benefit you immensely. I've got number one is first fruits with swish and gargle and a cold splash of water on my eyes. So first fruits, meaning the first glass of Shivambu, the living water, what we call urine, but after you recycle it, even that first day, it's a different substance. It's a healing, and you can't buy it kind of thing, right? You can only make it, and you can only make it for you. Although, I will show you, and this is off topic a little bit, my dogs come and ask for it every morning. And I will show you that if I can capture it, because they hear the clink of the brush. I use a brush and brush it on my face, and they hear that clink and they come running, and Tink is sitting right here. Say hi, Tink. And they ask for it, and it doesn't even matter if it's aged or a little old. They're just lapping it up. And both of them are healthy, very, very healthy. That's another whole topic I'll do it real quick, a shout out to Patricia Steer, because my dogs are vegan now, going on 3 years, thanks to her and an interview she did with Vegan Warrior, who said his dogs were vegan, and from that day forward, I was like, wow, I could do that. And I have done it, and I am so grateful because they're amazingly different because of it. Okay, back to this list. I've got drinking a glass of filtered water every day, focusing on cleansing and drinking water as well as Shivambu is very important for me. The rubbing of urine, I found over these 12 years of doing urine therapy, it is the number one most important method of drinking it is through your skin. Whether you've got melanoma or not, we're all exposed to, you can rub and rub and rub, and I'll show you what I do. You can rub and then, wait or not wait and go take a shower and put on the stinky, smelly soaps if you want to, or not, right? So, yeah, I do eye drops every morning, and I've noticed my eyes are getting better. my vision is getting better to where my glasses are off. They don't work the same as they did. It's kind of cool, but I'm gonna have to get new glasses again. I've got face yoga every day, meditation, happy love breathing, meaning just with meditation, we want to clear our brain of thought, right, for however many moments. With happy love breathing, I want to fill and create in the mind, if you need a future memory or a past memory, something that can generate that happy love, really bubbly. It might be a memory, but allow myself maybe 2 to 10 minutes to do just that. Remember being really, really happy and just live in that happiness, even if it's a fantasy happiness. Oh, I'd be so happy when this happens, kind of happiness, and can create it and meditate into that for 10 minutes. That's on my list because it's something I don't religiously do. Don't set aside that 10 minutes or 20 minutes and actually chalk it off a list, right? So I want to do that every day. I've got golden milk on here. I think I've told you about that. It's got coconut milk or almond and turmeric and ginger and black peppercorns. And yeah, that one's really good. I would love to be doing that every day, religiously. Number 7 is 2 minutes in the mirror, looking directly into our pupils and saying, I love you to me for 2 minutes. Just focus on loving the self and being grateful to me for what I've been doing or what I've been through. If you can do that every day, guys, I'm serious. I want to. It's the 2 minutes that we just don't have time to just love ourselves, look ourselves in the eye and give a little psychic hug and say, I love you, Carrie. You're doing good. You're doing the best you can. Keep plugging away. And you guys that's my next one is YouTube. I really, really, really want to give back to you guys because, wow, hang on. I'm not sure where I'd be without you. Anyway, I'm going to get more diligent about talking to you because you're important to me. That's a big word. I rarely, but I do occasionally, rarely check my analytics to see who's watching me, how many people, where do you come from, what part of the world, and yeah, I was looking at them one day, and maybe a month ago. 95% of my viewers come from, only 5% are subscribers. So I have about 5,000 subscribers, and only 5%, the other 95 of my views comes from people who just randomly watch, and maybe binge watch a lot of my videos. I don't know, and I've done that, and I do that, and I did it for years. I never had a YouTube channel. So 95% of my people are watching me, maybe not right away. And that was like, wow. So that 5% of you're the ones that comment right away, and I read your comments right away, and I put hearts when I read them because, wow, they're just amazing. It lets me know that I'm not just talking to a screen, I'm talking to a person, and I have, wow, have people that I've subscribed to that I'd be devastated pretty much if they quit making videos. They've helped me that much. And I think, geez, I'm not saying that I can help by getting my face on here every day, but I'm doing it for me, you guys. I'm doing it for you, but I don't really have a desire to be famous. Or I did both of those TV shows I did, I think, for my flat earth eyes. I wouldn't have seen how the lies could have been done in Hollywood, maybe, unless they did it to me, you know. And it kind of threw me back a little bit. Yeah, so we'll talk about that more, and I'll talk to you. I need to, not need, but I want to just open up. I used to talk to you guys all day long. I would upload sometimes 6 clips a day. A little much. Yeah, I won't do that to you. I shout out to Calvin already. Cal, oh my gosh, I got to talk to Calvin this morning. I got to talk to you, Cal. He keeps me going. He says, Grandma, you have not uploaded a clip for a really long time. He didn't say that this morning, but I could hear it. I could hear it, Cal. Okay. Yep, so YouTube was number 8 on my list of 2020. I want to go to my eye doctor after, maybe at the beginning of the year and then again at the end, and have her see if my vision has improved. If I do the eye rubbing eyes wash every day with Shivambu. Anyway, that's off the cuff. 2 minutes of kettlebells, just less is more. I'm not talking work your butt off. I'm talking sit here in the chair and do it if that's what we do, Tibetan rites, I want to show those to you guys. They're amazing. And I'm talking just 2 of the, you can work up to 21. Tibetan rites, R-I-T-E-S. Yoga asanas, show you what I do with my yoga. 12 is have a smoothie, eat granola or an egg, or all 3 every day. I'm working on food. I've gained 20 pounds, which makes me much more confident talking to you because I get, oh my gosh. Anyway. Yep, dance. Number 13 is to dance and put on some music, which I'm not in the habit of doing, and I think it would really, really help lift the spirits, right? Do a little dancing every day. Number 14 is to sing, tone, or om, to do some toning and with the voice and letting just and talk to you about that and let you know what I'm doing and share it with you. Not a lot, just a little. Or it'll take me 45 minutes to tell you what Om is to me. Or not. Yeah, okay, so number 19. Oh, this is a good one that I want to do a whole clip on it. It's a handshake for 60 seconds. Anybody who does anything on a screen, whether you play a game, whether you have to tap on a keyboard all day for your job, just dangle your hands. I'm doing this. I'm shaking them like this. It's an acupressure. There are some power points right in here, top and bottom, but you just dangle and shake those hands for 60 seconds. Carpal tunnel or tendinitis is much relieved in 1 minute. So That's one thing I want to do at least every day once, because it'll keep me in forward motion with YouTube, being able to be comfortable. My hands sometimes get so flaming tendinitis that they feel like they're in a fire and I can't jerk it out of the fire. That's a lot of pain. So if I shake these hands like this, it doesn't do that. I have a whole pile of natural little healing tidbits like that. So that's what I'm going to be talking to you about when I do my YouTube number 8 every day. Okay. So we got shaking the hands, stairs. I do stairs. I want to create, I live on the 5th floor, so to take the elevator is tempting. And I do the stairs without even thinking of it if I'm in that habit. And I want to, incorporate the stairs habit regularly. And my dogs are like, they look at me and like, come on, let's take the elevator. So we can all develop it. Yep. I got Karma Yoga as number 17, which is, I'll talk to you about it, I guess. Karma Yoga for me is just going out there and doing something probably that nobody else wants to do and not telling anybody about it, but something that you would be grateful. I would be grateful. Like, say, one of my favorites is picking up poo, dog poo, because I used to think, did I share this in my last video? I might have. This might be a repeat. I used to think that, oh man, people are so lazy, they're not picking up their poop, and I would resent it. I'd go out there doing my karma yoga, picking up all this poop, but feeling bad thoughts. I'd have like, I better not do this because then they'll just depend on me to do it. And they'll be like, well, Carrie's out there picking up the poo. She's always picking up the poo, so why should I do it? And I have a little bit of weird feelings about the green bags. I use green bags, but bags to pick up poo. If we all had one bag, I'd rather use one green bag, pick up all the poo. Okay, I'm getting way off track. So that's karma yoga, right? Nobody wants to pick up their poo. I changed my thinking, you guys. Okay, I changed it from there in my building. We have quite a few handicapped people who have a little, not even handicapped, maybe elderly people who it's a challenge to bend over and pick it up. And they're not picking up the poo because they're lazy. They're not picking it up because it hurts, maybe, right? And so I started thinking of it differently. When I do my karma yoga, if I'm doing it, I want to have very good thoughts about humanity, about helping. If we're going to go out there and do something nice, we don't want to go out there and think bad thoughts about the people that aren't doing that thing that you're doing, right? You see what I'm saying? We help. It doesn't matter if the person, I went in and talked to my manager too here, because I said, if I'm out there doing something just because I love to do it, and it's like I like to pick up the trash and pick up the litter that's blown around onto the parking lot and out into the fields. Now, if you have a maintenance man that's supposed to be picking up that trash, you're going to get him in trouble because he hadn't been doing his job, when really I'm wanting to do karma yoga. I don't want to tell anybody about it. I don't want anybody getting in trouble because I'm doing their job. It doesn't mean you see what I'm saying? It's a tricky thing. And everybody's got insurance issues too. You can't do that on my property. You're not covered on the insurance. If you got hurt doing that karma yoga, You could sue me. Anyway, okay. I'm getting off track here. Okay. Oh, earthing and grounding. That's another one, guys. If we did that every day, just get our shoes barefoot and go out and walk on dirt, gravel, stones, rocks, snow, we're not going to die if we walk around a few minutes on snow. I don't know. But to actually connect with Mother Earth, right? And it is so advantageous to health, keeping a healthy body and mind. I'm not sure why, but having rubber between us and the ground, I don't know. I know that if I do that every day, really, really work at disciplining myself, that's something I gotta have it. I gotta have that earthing, grounding feeling where I'm just for a few minutes, what would happen? These are 20 things. I'm really curious. I think I could absolutely chalk off anything that I could remotely consider a diagnosis if I kept up with these 2020 in 2020. My vision might even be 2020 in 2020. Wouldn't that be? That'd be for eyes to see, right? I think it'll take us till 12 years on YouTube to figure out why my YouTube channel's name is For Eyes to See. No, it has a lot of reasons. We'll talk about it someday maybe. Filtered water. I'm filtering my water over healing crystals and letting them sit in with those crystals for 24 hours. And that's how I do my water. No prepared canned food or processed sugar. And that's just a habit I would like to incorporate. I don't like to get picky about it if I'm eating with other people. I gotta have this, I can't have that. So I just eat whatever, I just eat. But I'm consciously becoming aware. I want to be in the habit of not having it, not having prepared, TV dinners or prepared fast food or, pretty much I don't eat restaurant and fast food. I haven't for years. And there's a 21 on here, castor oil, activated charcoal, toothbrushing. Both of those sitting in your mouth are good. Much better than toothpaste. Coconut oil. Yeah. So, make a short story long. 2020 and 2020 for eyes to see. I want to be back. I want to be back on for you and stay on and show up. And I love you guys. I love the human race and how we are just doing what we can do. Oh my goodness. Right? Oh. Soon, I've got to tell you some flat earth conversations, brilliant conversations I've had. Both of them are under 20 years old. The only conversation, only is a lot, I've had seldom conversations with anyone who's in between 70 and 20, right? 20 to 70. I've had them with people over 70 and under 20, where they can look and listen without the indoctrination and without the programming of the globe. And I'm going to talk about that a lot. Talk about flat earth a lot. And take you out there and show you. I don't like to say show you because I don't have anything to show you guys. The only way you can see flat earth is with your own eyes, your two. My two and your two. We can do this. Thanks for listening. If you're still listening, wow, thank you for hanging in there. Okay, gloomy, rain or shine. If I've got dark circles or if something's wrong with my face, I'm going to turn my camera on anyway, guys. That's just got to be how it is, and I apologize in advance. If I show up not looking, you get what you get. And I don't get to pick when the camera comes on. I know that sounds really crazy. I just pray and pray. Your will, your will, your will. I'm okay to go. I don't pray for what I want. It's God's will. Probably shouldn't have told you that part. I love you guys. See you soon, right? Okay, now I'm going to turn this off.